In this tutorial, we're going to explore how to integrate Zoom proctoring with Respondus Lockdown browser. To make sure that this works, you're going to begin by going to the website zoom.us, and you're going to log in with your Lewis or your preset up credentials. Next thing you're going to do is on the left-hand side, you're going to navigate down to where it says Settings. Inside Settings, you're going to look for the Meeting tab. Now you can scroll down, and it's quite a ways down, or for our next step, you can scroll down to where it says In Meeting Advanced. We're going to go ahead and select In Meeting Advanced, and all this is going to do is quickly navigate us about halfway down the page in Zoom. Now that we're in the area that says In Meeting Advanced, we're going to continue to scroll down. And what we are looking for here is this area that says Show a Join from your browser link. Okay. You're going to need to make sure that this is selected for Zoom to integrate with Respondus Lockdown browser. If this is not turned on for you, you're going to need to make sure that this is turned on. Once this is enabled, this should be a quote-unquote set it and forget it setting for you. Once this setting is completed with Zoom, next we're going to go into a course. And this is just a basic Blackboard course sandbox example. And the next step is to not start with Respondus, but instead we're going to go to the Zoom Classroom. And when I open a Zoom Classroom and I schedule my meeting, just like I normally would, okay, you're going to need to schedule a meeting that is specifically set up for test proctoring. So what I would do is I would call this the name of the exam. I'm just going to say name of exam here. And under the description, you'll probably also want to say that this exam uses a lockdown browser. Okay. Again, if you have any other description or information that needs to be in there, feel free. You're also going to set up the time like you normally would for this. Okay. And make sure that the duration is set up. The passcode is probably something that you'll have set up security-wise. This is something that you would do as the instructor. What's important for you to think about here is when it comes to the video, okay, video should be on for both the host and participant. So this area right here that says host and participant, we want to turn these both on, okay? And then the next one that you want to make sure that you have set up is this setting that says mute participants upon entry. All right. So make sure that these are your settings prior to working in Respondus at this point. Okay. So, and then what we would do is once we've done this, I'm just going to call this test. Then we would save our Zoom meeting. So what we've basically done is we've set this exam up inside of Zoom. So now we're on step 2. We've just completed this. Both parts of Zoom have been basically provisioned to work with Respondus. We went and we started by going to our actual Zoom account, and then we worked inside of Blackboard to set up the actual proctoring portion. Our third step now is to go through, and we're going to go back into our content area, and we're going to navigate down in our menu bar under Course Management on the left-hand side. We're going to expand Course Tools, and under Course Tools, we're going to look for the area that says Respondus Lockdown Browser. We're going to select Respondus Lockdown Browser, and you'll likely be welcomed with a lockdown tutorial kind of thing. You can just skip through this. And then what we need to do is we need to find the individual exam itself that we want to provision with Zoom. This is going to be need to be done for every class that you work with Zoom and Respondus together. So this is not a one and done kind of solution. Do this for any type of testing that requires Zoom and Respondus for monitoring. Next, what we'll do is we will select the settings for this final exam setting. And when this opens up, what we want to do here is look through the browser settings. So notice that there is a Respondus browser settings here. And we're going to require the lockdown browser. Now that we're in the Respondus Lockdown browser setting area, we're going to navigate down to the area where we see Proctoring. And under Proctoring here, we're going to come down to where it says Allow Instructor Live Proctoring for this exam via Zoom, Teams, etc. When we select this, we'll see that there is and this window below this will first ask us to select our video conferencing system. We're going to go ahead and we're going to select Zoom. And then we're going to create a start code for this. Okay. I'll just say test again. And I would encourage you absolutely to include additional instructions for the students, and the Faculty Center will provide you with some additional instructions, but you can edit text in here if you need to create this and then save it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and select Save and Close. Now what we'll notice is that when we look at this screen, the final exam that we've set up with Respondus Lockdown Browser now shows that the Lockdown browser is required and that the instructor is responsible for essentially proctoring this meeting. So this is going to be very much like you were in an in-person class where you're going to sit there and observe students while they're taking this test. In this last section, I want to give you a couple of tips on getting ready for instructing your students in proctoring the actual exam. To ensure success, we highly recommend that you do a test session of Zoom and Respondus with your students prior to doing a high-stakes exam. One of the things that's going to be important, especially if this is the first time that your students are using Zoom with Respondus, is to make sure that they've actually installed the Respondus Lockdown browser. Remember that students can access that from the Blackboard institution page using base navigation. Once it's time to actually start the class, make sure that you, the instructor, have entered the Zoom meeting in advance and greet the students prior to taking the test. Don't just start the test, okay? Once you're sure that everyone is there and that you've taken attendance, remind them that they're going to need to use the lockdown browser. At this point is when we recommend that you provide them with the actual start code that was set up inside of Respondus. Remind your students that the video conferencing, the Zoom portion, will be running in the background. And you'll obviously have gone through all of the steps that are on the next slide that we're going to share with you for your students. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the student instructions for Zoom and Respondus tests. Okay, so now we're looking at the actual student instructions, and these can be found in the documentation provided by the Faculty Center. Some of the things that you'll want to remind your students of, even though they've been provided instructions hopefully by you in advance, is to make sure that they don't begin with the lockdown browser set up. The first step for a student to do is to actually use a regular browser and access the Blackboard course. Once they go into the Blackboard course, they're going to have to then open the Zoom meeting using the Blackboard course. Okay. Do not try and join the Zoom session using the desktop app. Remember, all of the linking of that has to come through working your way through the Blackboard course. Then students will be asked to make sure that obviously their cameras and microphones are set up. And once you've given all these instructions to the students and you're sure that everyone has all of the proper browsers and everything set up, and you're ready to begin the exam, let the students know that you're going to provide them with the start code. The start code is what's going to essentially launch, if you will, the test inside of Respondus. So with Zoom running in the background, we're going to now open the Respondus Lockdown browser, leaving Zoom open. Respondus will ask for the start code, which we will enter the start code, and then now Zoom will be essentially running in the background, and you will be monitoring the students in the background. So let them know that essentially you're watching them. And upon completion of the exam and submission, then they'll be able to leave the lockdown browser and leave the Zoom session. I hope that you found this tutorial useful. We know there's a lot of instructions out there. As always, if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to us at the Faculty Center for the Advancement of Teaching and Learning.